Limitation of the Arrhenius theory. So Arrhenius theory was successfully explained the electrical properties of weak electrolyte, but it is failed to explain the following properties of strong electrolytes. So in case of strong electrolyte, the theory proposed by Arrhenius was not successful. So let us see how it was not successful in case of strong electrolyte. So in a strong electrolyte, ions are already present in crystal lattice. We know this thing. In crystal lattice, ions are present and are not formed after dissolutions. Due to presence of ions, even in solid state, they can conduct electricity in fused and in liquid state also. So they can, even solid also can conduct electricity for ionic solid. I am talking ionic solid, they can conduct electricity even in solid state as they can do in fused and liquid state. While Arrhenius, he suggested that solvent is necessary for the required for the formation of ions and conduction of current. So this is false in case of strong electrolytes. So even in solid state, this can be possible. Second point, second limitation, strong electrolytes are completely ionized even at ordinary dilutions, and thus equilibrium states does not exist between their unionized and ionized state. Like sodium chloride is giving Na plus Cl, so there is no equilibrium in any condition, whether it is dilution or whether it is increasing the concentration, whatever. Now, strong electrons are completely ionized even at ordinary dilution. So according to the equations, alpha equal to lambda V by lambda infinite. So infinite dilution, this is the your dilution divided by infinite dilution. At infinite dilution there is a complete dissociation, and at dilution there is a little dissociation. So alpha is this by this. So if you take alpha equal to 1, then in that case this is the complete dilutions. However, experimental result shows that equivalent conductance of the solutions of strong electrolyte also increases with dilution. So this is the conductance. So equivalent conductance we can see here for weak electrolyte. So this is the one graph is there. So this you will learn in the chapter of electrochemistry. So this is some part of electrochemistry. So if you have studied, no problem. So this is a graph in which the molar conductance is directly proportional to square root of the concentration. This is the one formula. So in which we can see this weak electrolyte. So first it is decreasing, conductance speed is increasing, slowly increasing. So at infinite dilution it becomes suddenly increase. But for the strong electrolyte, you can see if you go backward direction, square root of the concentration, if you decrease the concentration, there is a less change in the molar conductance. So this is the difference between a strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. Here it is increasing, but here it is little change, hardly change. This is the difference. Now here basically we need to learn some more terms regarding this Arrhenius equation, the conductance of the solution. So one term is called as ionic mobility. What is ionic mobility? Mobility means movable. Ionic means ions. So we can define speed of an ion under the influence of unit potential gradient is called its ionic mobility, and it is depending upon the temperature of solutions and nature of ions. So we can see these two properties, temperature of solutions. If you increase the temperature, it also depends if you see the nature of ion, cation or anion. So we can write ionic mobility equal to speed of the ion divided by potential gradient. So we are not going to in depth because this is not in our syllabus. This is in higher course. So next term is our transport number. So just we will go through the elementary area. So in this during electrolysis, this happens during electrolysis. What happens? The current is carried by the anions and cations. So this is nothing but the current is, transport number is the current carried by the anions and cation. So the fraction of total current carried by cations and anions is termed as transport number. So whatever the fraction of total current is carried by cation is called transport. This is definition. This definition is under influence of potential gradients. Both are different. Ionic mobility and transport number. Suppose this is the positive ion of the velocity, is speed of the migration of the cation. This is the negative velocity, speed of the migration of the anion. So this is for the velocity of anion. This is the velocity of the cation which is migrating. So transport number of the cation will be T plus, that is the V plus divided by V plus and minus. So anion velocity and cation velocity. Similarly, transport number of anion will be your speed of the migration of anion divided by total speed of the total speed of the anion plus cation respectively. So thus we need to know this elementary term, that is ionic mobility and transport number.